Well, two officers are recovering from surgery after a shootout in the university area. One of them has 5 years of service and the other 2 years. At this time, Island News has not received an update about their conditions after that surgery, but we wish them and pray for their recovery. The suspect who was shot and killed has been identified as Sidney Tafokitau. He had been wanted by HPD since the December 16th attempted murder.
Depends on how you look at it, but the way we saw it this morning as it unfolded, this is a very fluid investigation. Once the officers were identified by the suspect, he then fired shots only at the officers. It wasn't indiscriminate shooting outside just at random. And so based off of that, and because he went from one side of the island through the rest of the island to the North Shore and back, being that fluidity kept moving, there wouldn't be a way to tell you, well, he's here, or by the time I gave you the information, he might have moved out of that area. So based on that, that's really what we have. But we will continue to look at this as a critical incident and how we responded to that, and so we'll take that under. My understanding is he went from Kapahulu over to the windward side via Likelike. And then from there is when he, at gunpoint, took another vehicle, and then from that point he headed to the North Shore. He was on that side of the island, came back into the District 2 area. He brought the officers back and forth on the North Shore side, and then came back into the town area and back towards Kahala Mall, and then came back toward the officers again, and then up into the university area. So roughly that's my understanding of the timeline.
HPD is telling us that chase lasted about 2 hours. But as Kristen Concilio reports, police believe there was also a crime spree which lasted most of Monday.
The crime spree began early this morning on Moanalua Freeway, where Honolulu EMS found a 39-year-old woman suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Sources say the victim was Tafokitau's ex-girlfriend. She's now hospitalized in serious condition. Then before noon, police say Tafokitau fired multiple shots at plainclothes officers attempting to apprehend him for a previous attempted murder and robbery case. Tafokitau was in a stolen car in Kalihi when he fired at the officer's unmarked vehicle near Farrington High School.
I saw this SUV white car making a turn going Farrington side, and then I saw it firing a couple times.
A witness says the suspect was apparently shooting at a silver gray van sources say belongs to HPD. He then took off again on Likelike Highway and shortly after hijacked another woman at gunpoint on Kahuku Highway in Kaneohe.
The way that he was walking around the front of my car looking at me, I knew I was about to be carjacked. He just very calmly opened it up, held the gun up to my face and told me to get out.
Erin Valentine says the white SUV coming from Kaneohe town got into a car accident before a man with a rifle hijacked her. Tafokitau was already wanted for shooting a man and stabbing another in mid-December on Rose Street in Kalihi.
The State of Hawaii Organization of Police Officers released a statement saying, "We are praying for the full and swift recovery of our injured brothers who risked their lives and sacrificed their safety today to protect the lives and safety of the public."